Hey, Monkey family. Hope everyone had a great Saturday and hopefully you're able to relax a little bit and spend time with family and friends. But checking in on the project, I know we're all watching. The market cap's at 389,000, roughly flat from yesterday on low volume. And again, as I mentioned nearly every day, it's a great time to accumulate a bit more. And I've been adding a little bit each day, and that's definitely building up. That wallet has 1.45 million monkey right now, which is nice. And so I don't know how high it's going to get before we get to the all-time high, but I think we get to the all-time high sooner rather than later. But I don't mind because I'm building up this bag, and it's going to be worth a lot when we make our run. So looking at the project in general, if we look at the top wallets, and this was a discussion in the monkey chat with Monkey Flip and Soldier Bryce, and maybe some others as well. The top 30 wallets, if you have AI like Grok do analysis of it, the top 30 wallets have not been selling. Instead, they're accumulating or just sitting tight. And Solscan shows minimal outflows from large wallets. And so that's a great sign that the whales are holding. They believe they're sitting tight, and that's great. And the project is unkillable. We're not going to die. We're not going anywhere, and we're just patiently waiting until we make our run. And there's going to be some sort of catalyst. We're waiting to see what it is, whether it's a big name that mentions the monkey project or something goes viral. Monkeys are all over social media. Uh, if you look on TikTok, for instance, there's tons of accounts that just show monkey videos. And so people love monkeys, and it is an easy meme to understand. And so I think we are going to go so much higher, we'll get back to the all-time high at some point. So now is a good time to add if you are convicted to build out that whale bag that you've always wanted. Now, looking into this more, over time, it's been shown that projects with active communities that survive these pullbacks have a chance to really thrive and move forward. We saw it with like Aura at some point and some other coins that just pull back, but then the community is still there. And those folks that were looking for a quick buck are out, and just the strongholders are left. And that's where we are with Monkey here. When you look at the chart, if you look at all this history here, this was all time where the weak hands were shaken out and the strongholders held either the whole time or the whole time and it added more here. And so those with conviction, as we're here, I know I've been buying and adding to my bag over the last few months for sure. And that, cost goes down, obviously, as your dollar cost averaging and your position gets better and better, your bag gets bigger and your average buy price gets lower. So I think a lot of the top holders have been doing this and we're not selling. And so, I mean, that just shows the project can't be killed. We're holding strong. We're enduring, and we just need some sort of spark. And I think it's going to come. We just need to keep on working. If we sit back and just say, "Oh, we need an influencer to shill us," or "We need a lawn to do something," that definitely could happen. But it's sort of like you have to make that luck happen, right? You've heard that saying before. You don't just sit back and get lucky, right? You're working, and then yeah, there's some luck involved, but something happens as a result of your work, and you get to move forward, and we start our run. So keep working. You never know who you're going to interact with that might take an interest, buy a bag, and it just adds up over time, all the contacts that we're making with folks. So let's look at X and see what is in the news. Coin Bureau has a quote from Eric Trump, and he says, nations are redirecting energy to mining and quietly buying massive amounts of Bitcoin. This is obviously extremely bullish, and I've been posting stuff that the Trumps are saying almost every day just to show how bullish I am overall for crypto. And so bullish even that I think things are gonna start flowing to our meme coins at some point, and Solana in general, and things are gonna look great. But it all starts with Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin strength is good for crypto as a whole, and Eric Trump's been out here working for crypto. Kashi here says BlackRock says Bitcoin ETFs are its top source of revenue. And remember how big a deal the ETFs were, and now you can see they're just a staple product for BlackRock, and that's good. That just shows crypto's gone mainstream, and it continues to get even more mainstream. Speaking of which, Polymarket says some New Yorkers are getting 12,000 in crypto for a universal basic income experiment sponsored by Coinbase. That just shows, crypto's now alongside cash in some cases, where instead of giving cash, they're giving crypto, which is huge. We know crypto is good for things like this, and widespread adoption like this is definitely a good sign. Andy Leon says memes are memes, never give up. I'd take that to mean memes are volatile. Like with Monkey, we've got a good project, but it's down quite a bit. It's pulled back, it's kind of bottomed out, but never give up. They're memes. They can run. There might be people waiting on the sidelines, waiting to buy in, looking for a little bit of green in the chart first or a bigger market cap. And we can provide that. We just need to keep on working our bags and adding to our positions. Lunix here has a picture. It says a picture says more than 1,000 words. And we've seen this meme before. It says buying crypto when it's down 20%, buying crypto when it's up 400%, and people are piling in when it's up and it's green. That's just our human nature. You start seeing the gains and you want to get in on it, but you're afraid to buy the red. And I think with Monkey, now is the time to buy. Folks are going to pile in once they see the green candles. Now is where the real money is made. You add to your position and get in before the green candles, obviously. Kang Prestel here has a new art, um, and hopefully Pump Fund can add this as their banner for the upcoming month. That way we'd have Monkey featured again, which is great. You can see Monkey there in the background among the few memes that are here in the art. So I like this art. Hopefully Alon and Pump Fund pick this for the banner. Andy Leon has another quote about memes. Memes are memes. Hold with heart. I agree. Hold. Be excited about it. Have some belief. That's what we need for Monkey. More on the macro level, Crypto Rover says breaking Fed chair. Jerome Powell says banks are free to conduct crypto activities. This was not the case even just a few years ago. If you've ever tried to offboard any money, it's a bit of a pain. And some banks won't even touch crypto before. So it seems like it's coming more mainstream. There's going to be more options for us for conducting business related to crypto. Walter Bloomberg says here, U.S. Black Friday sales hit record high. This is a great sign for the economy and for our investments. If this is indeed true, and Cyber Monday is projected to lead the season with 14.2 billion in online sales. So this is definitely bullish for the economy and for our investments. Vivek Sen says President Trump said, unfortunately, in recent years, the U.S. government sold 10,000s of Bitcoin that would have been worth billions of dollars. From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoiner knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. And so again, this is just Trump pushing further into crypto, setting up his legacy as being super pro crypto. And I think we're going to see a lot of advancements in the next 3 years. 100x here had a good post. Meme coins are dead. Quote there. And he says, on the contrary, this industry has been around longer than a year, That really started as a result of GameStop and AMC, and then Dogecoin going to 88 billion. I've seen it through all its ups and downs. It always makes a comeback and gets bigger every single time. So I think what he's saying here is true for meme coins. I agree. But also, I noticed it's the same wording they use for Bitcoin, right? Every time there's a pullback in Bitcoin, people say Bitcoin's dead. And it's happened multiple times over the years. It always comes back stronger. And I think that's the case here. I don't think our memes are going to zero. I think that they're going to be around. And good, solid memes like Monkey are never going to die. Crypto Rover here says U.S. Treasury Secretary Bassett says President Trump's administration is going big on crypto. This just continues the narrative of the Trump administration pushing crypto, pushing investments there, wanting the crypto market to go up. And we know that his sons are into it as well. So this is extremely bullish for the crypto space. Lil Toro had a nice quote here. The work is silent, the sacrifices are invisible, the growth is slow, but the growth will be undeniable. I feel that way with Monkey. We're putting in the work. We're sacrificing our time and our energy, our money. The growth may seem slow, right? We're excited for the green candles, but we don't see them yet. But the growth will be undeniable. And I think we are gradually building something really incredible here. And I don't think there's going to be any denying Monkey when we get to the point where we're having our time in the spotlight. I think we've got so many eyeballs on Monkey. Everyone knows about it. Mitch talked about it. Sling's talked about it. We have so much interaction with people. Me and Gia had the interaction with Patty Ice the other day. You know, some of us are DMing them and working our bags that way. And so I think it's just a matter of time before we see multiple big bag holders lining up, influencers, buying Monkey, hopefully even hard shilling it. And then as we get those folks in and the market cap goes up, the liquidity goes up, then we start seeing the other whales pile in because they're looking for that next runner. I think Monkey will be it. I think the difference is the Monkey run, I think, will be a sustained run because of how strong the community is and how strong the top 30 holders are. And so I just think it's inevitable. I'm going to keep on working my bag here. I hope you guys do the same. Don't forget to follow monkey soul underscore here on X and promote the content. And also, if you don't mind, check out TikTok here, posting some monkey videos as well as the DCAs. Hopefully, going to do some more things. Got a couple of these animated series here, part 1 and 2. And so please check those out as well. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend. See you tomorrow.